Good morning. I'll be in the video in just 2 seconds as soon as I get it clear. I don't know why this webcam does this. It's like every time I have to, the autofocus just sucks. Okay, so today I am going to be talking to give you a mini review of the printer, the F5. Some issues I had, which I kind of read and I thought this might happen, so I kind of prepared myself for if it did. So let me get my stream stuff going. What's up, Candy? Why are you yelling at me? Come on. This is not being my friend today. So let's do this. Let's get this over here. It's still really fuzzy. I don't know why. Let's see if it's better if I'm in the picture. No, it's not too bad. Okay, so let me lower the camera just a little bit. Sit here and talk to you guys for a minute. So it's not enough. That's not good. What's going on here? Doggone it. Okay, something's going on. Let's try something different. This is not working. So, we might have other issues I didn't realize we had. So, let's see what we get here. Let's first try preheat and see what happens. Okay, so it might be a file issue. Okay, so we're going to hook the that might be it. Okay, so let's try this instead. We are going to try this again. We're going to try to manually do this. Didn't do it right. I've been working on trying to get the. Whoops. Sorry. Let me get down to the video. I've been trying to work on getting my OptiPrint set up and going on the A5. And I was pretty there, but then I had some major issues with the main motherboard. And I had issues when I first put it together, and we kind of limped through it. If you remember, we just kept it dropping voltage all the time. I managed to change wires and did all that, and I knew something seemed a little bit off. So I had already priced it, and the new 32-bit version 2 board, control board, was only $27. I mean $21. So it wasn't a big investment. And over this weekend, the printer itself, I was just going to get it to, no matter what wiring I did, I couldn't get it to start back up. And so I went ahead and ordered the board. It came on Monday. And I replaced the board, and Well, did it come on Monday? Yeah, I replaced them all. It was kind of late, so I was able to test the print. I did one of my Pittsburgh Steelers display thingies, and it worked. I mean, I did have to mess with the bed level when after it started going because it still wasn't having a lot of trouble getting that to go high enough. So, long story short, I had an issue, fixed the power issue, and then the past couple of days I've been trying to get that Z level to work. I tried to move the sensor up and down. I tried to do a lot of different things. I put Velcro on it. I tried to mess with the firmware. So if anybody who knows this stuff knows what actual settings I really need to change in the firmware to get that to work right. What is going on? Why? What is going on with this temperature? What the? Alright, I'm going to try something. Give me a minute. I don't think it likes the Raspberry Pi at the same time as you're using the touchscreen. So I'm not sure if the OcuPrint is going to be a really good thing for this or not. I hope it did, because I bought a new Raspberry Pi. I mean, it's not like I can't make an arcade cabinet with the Raspberry Pi, so it might not be that big a deal. Okay, so let's home this. Make sure the home is still working, right? So it's homing. And if we get this going, I'll show you some new stuff I put on this printer, okay? I've done some new stuff. And, it's not doing what it's supposed to do. Oh, my God. Oh, this is fucking, it's frustrating. I want to use the limit switch, but I can't get it to read the limit switch. Shit. What the? Yeah, good because it's hot. If I freak out, let it cool off. So sometimes when those things don't work right when it's hot. Starting to be frustrating. What? Oh my God. Okay, you guys, I'm sorry. Still having issues with the level. Okay, there we go. Looks like the temperatures are working right. I think. There we go. Now we're raising the temperature. Yay! We're getting our temperatures. I'm just going to have to babysit with its level, so as soon as it gets in there, I'm going to have to lift that up. It might be off in some too. Come on, get the temperature. As soon as I get this going, I'll talk to you more about some issues I'm having with it. The quality I'm getting off of this when I can get it started, it's starting to look really, really good. This calibration cat I got here, I had to play with the, like I'm about ready to do here to get it to go, to start it. But after I got it to start, and it looks really good. Very smooth. Get in the camera there. You can't see the face. Can't see the face, but the face is really good. Oh, there you go. See? Face looks good. Very smooth. Nice. Even the tail barely has any damage. Okay. Oh my. Oh! No, you're kidding me. This is killing me! Oh, crap. Stop. No, it's actually right. Okay, let's see what happens if I print right off this. Well, that ain't what I wanted anyhow. Alright, let's try this again. Oh, this is getting so frustrating. I'm used to using limit switch. And this was set up to use this. So any of you other 3D printing people are watching this video, you know, if you have any ideas, tell me what I'm doing wrong with the firmware. I cannot get it to set up for using the Z as just a limit switch and not a probe. I'm about ready to try that again. I flat out cannot get this sensor to be equal every single time. I get it one time, and then the next time I try it, it goes bad again. So, a review of this printer, so far I can say if you're a new to 3D printing, and I haven't dealt with any printers yet, I have to say this. This would be not a printer for someone who's just starting out. Even with someone like me who has medium skills in 3D printing, it has been a journey. And now, I really believe after I get everything going and all the bugs fixed out, it's probably going to be really great on two-color printing. Yeah, so far that was good. I think sometimes what happens, it might be because when I shut it down like this. Okay, see. Okay. So one of these settings, okay. So what we're going to do, we got to cancel this obviously. There is something I have this way off. And I gotta find that number because that number right there is causing gotta reverse that number, whatever that is. You look at the gap that's coming in here. I know what it is. Phew. Well, you guys, I gotta flash this card. To flash this card, I'm gonna have to use that USB port there. Okay, so I'm gonna have to stop the stream for now. But hopefully, if I come back, when I do come back, I'm gonna have good news. So let me finish, before I do this, let me finish my train of thought on reviewing this printer. Like I said, if you even a medium knowledge person with 3D printer, you're going to have trouble with this. I could kind of tell that that original motherboard was acting up when I was putting it in. If I was pretty new at the 3D printing, I probably would have been scratching my head forever until I just gave up and not do anything. But since I had used the Raspberry Pis, I've used the other controller cards, I had a good idea there was something going on with the controller card, and that's why I decided to replace it. And it worked pretty much right out of the box. I had to do some jumpers on it they didn't quite 100% match with the old one. I just took a chance and put the 3 jumpers on, and it worked. So all the stepper motors worked right and everything like that. So flashed it, the firmware, and I was up and going. And so the quality so far I can see is going to be really good. With 2-color printing, it definitely is a lot better than the mixing color printer like I have on my A20. And I'm getting quality prints. After I get that first layer going, that's my problem right now. It's getting that first layer going at a constant pace. Like every time I do it, it's different. That's why I wish I wasn't using that sensor. I wish I was using a limit switch instead, but we're not. So right now, so I will keep working on that. I think I know what setting I had that messed that up, and I think I know how to fix the original to work right now. Okay, so that's good. So I think after you get everything dialed in on this printer, and I don't know if the original motherboard, if they just had a common problem, or I just by chance got a bad one, I don't know. But I was able to troubleshoot it, and I was able to do that, so that's a good thing. I can't say if I mean, I'm probably going to contact the makers, and it probably took a while to get an answer. $21 seemed not that expensive to put a new one in, so it wasn't that bad on that, but just a heads up, it's not a printer. If you're getting right into 3D printing, I really suggest you get a pre-built printer so you can get going when you're first starting to learn the different things you have to do on printing, at 3D printing, as in the first layer, laying, the infill, all that stuff, without having to worry about trying to troubleshoot hardware errors. Because you don't want to, you gotta learn how to do the software and stuff, how to get the printer going, and then trying to worry about the different hardware problems you may have. Now, was this a fun build? Yes, I had a very fun time building this. You see my past videos, you see the fact that I have really mod this, and that's one thing I'm really going to do with my E20, because it was a pre-built printer and everything. It's really hard to mod it and put your own touch on that printer. Everything's enclosed, but this one is like, and my E6, I can put my own mods on them and do it. And when I come back after I get done trying this new setting on this firmware, I will show you the new mods I put on this, okay? But to do the firmware, I need the USB port, so I'm going to have to shut down the camera to do that. So I'm going to have to end the stream now, and I might be back if everything goes good. So if you see me, we'll be trying to print this Pittsburgh Steelers keychain I designed. Okay. Back soon, we hope. Bye-bye.